Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark. This is Spiguyver Backpacking. Today I'm out here at MAHHA. So I'm just getting set up over here. Got my chair, hammock, tarp, and pretty much I'm at the furthest away right now where people are setting up. But you can see people are setting up all over here, back that way, and all out that way. So this one's limited to 100 people. So this one is here in Pennsylvania. And so just kind of gonna hang out, take you guys around, show you everyone's setups once everyone is set up, probably tomorrow. We've got the breakfast tomorrow, dinner tomorrow, raffle, everything like that. So it's gonna be a good time. Get to hang out with a bunch of like-minded people. Good morning. So one of the things people are always concerned about with hammocks is something crawling under their hammock at night, or coming under, or getting in there with them. I've never had it happen. I've had like deer and stuff hanging out nearby, but over here we've got something we got to go check out. So I was just told that somebody over here has something curled up under them. Came in last night and it's just hanging out. So we're gonna check this out. So what do we have over here? Did you guys see that? It's a porcupine. Porcupine just decided it was gonna go hang out under here. So he was there when you got up?
Yeah, so you can come over this way and get a really nice. He looks like he's kind of like.
I got it. How you doing?
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 MAHHA. So this is our morning setup. We do burritos every year. It's a success. And so come on down this way, Mark. This is where it all starts. It all starts with us busting up a lot of eggs, probably a crate of eggs. And then we come down here where Jeremiah is. He chops up the meat, dumps it in the bowl here, puts it in the pot. We got Will, he browns them. Very important job here because you can burn. Now, Will, he's a really good griller. Got on down this way. And we have Dutch down here. He's the king rapper. Julie and Dutch are our rappers. I used to rap, but we're not going to go there.
That's a little bit of the egg sausage. Got the veggies in there. Put a bunch of cheese on it.
Wrap her on up.
And that's a burrito.
Let's walk around and take a look at some of the rigs that are set up here. So this is the Trailheads group over here, and some pretty cool setups we've got right here. Look at that tarp. Not only the tarp, but matching underquilt, top quilt in there, You got the printed bug net. That looks really cool. I really like that. And then you've got the gear sling underneath. Keeps your gear up off the ground, if that's what you're looking for. You got this one. You know, the addition of the poles, the pole mod to the tarps really does help to really expand it, open it up inside, as you can see here. But again, we've got another really cool setup here. Very cool. Got the ground cloth from MAHHA. Got the camp cook set right there. And then we've got this topo tarp in orange. And then that's what we got in here. Matching ground cloth. Got the big tarp here for the group area. Everybody's sitting over there at the fire right now. We've got the aquarium over here. Another really cool setup. Other trailheads, printed tarp, and this one happens to be all set up on the stand. So we've got the stand right here. Very cool. It's a good mix of things here. I mean, look at the size of that tarp. Now that's definitely a car camping type tarp where you can hang out all day underneath there if it starts to rain. Got a DCF tarp right here. Set up in porch mode with poles to hang that out. It's on a chameleon. Got a chameleon in there. So this is a Dutch setup here. It's like hammock gear, probably hammock gear underquilt there. Another big tarp right there. Got a bridge in here. Looks like a Ridge Runner. Yep, we got a Ridge Runner set up in here with the full spindrift collar that goes around it. So here we've got the new Dutch stuff that has the bar, the pole that actually spreads out and keeps the bug net up off of you. It's a cool piece there that spreads it open, keeps it open for you while you're in there. So this is Pickle's tent. So this is what he's rocking for this weekend. We've got probably yep, it is a war bonnet in there. Another very cool setup right here. All the matching pieces. It's got the gear sling up top on this one, which is a different way to do it. Very cool setup. Another war bonnet, little teepee tent. Got a Superior setup over here. Got the Superior tarp, Superior hammock. So here we've got a cot set up under there. Looks like a nice padded cot. Pretty cool. The cool thing is you get to see a lot of different setups, a lot of different unique setups at these events, and some really cool custom pieces. I think that's one of the cool things, is getting to see just unique things and different things. And you know, if we can find people around, we'll get them to talk about their stuff. But you know, everybody's out walking around doing their things. So right now I'm just kind of walking around checking out people's stuff, and a lot of cool stuff here. Another very cool setup that went to a lot of trouble to match all the way around. So you've got the tarp, you've got the hammock, the underquilt, the top quilt, and even the straps. Check that out. Printed straps. Another cool way to set yours apart from everybody else's. That right there is a very cool setup. Right next door we've got another great one. This is a different camo setup than I've seen. I have not seen this print before. This is another Trailheads product, and you've got the matching underquilt. That's pretty cool. Another cool thing about coming out to these is that we're all here to learn and see other people's stuff and hang out with people that like doing what we're doing, and no one's going to judge what you're bringing. I mean, check it out. You got a bunk bed set up in here underneath the blue tarp. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's getting you out here. So we've got some with the inside pole mod. We've got some with the outside pole mod. So underneath here we've got a patchwork quilt. Getting a good setup going right here. Bunch of SMR pieces over here, but then we've got the Pink Floyd tarp. It's another very unique setup there. So here we've got the double setup. So just using the spreader and the beetle buckle system to spread it out, get two hammocks off of 2 trees. Got a banyan set up in here. It's got the top cover on. So since there's limited hanging trees here in this park, this is Caledonia State Park in Pennsylvania, right along the AT. They did ask some people to bring stands if they had them. And so there are quite a few stands that are in use here this weekend. And here's one of them. A bunch of different ones set up over in like the open area back here that we'll take a look at in just a little bit. Here's this setup. It's got the main bar that goes up above, adjustable height. Provides a pretty good setup there that you can actually put your tarp right over the top of. I like that setup. Another cool underquilt, top quilt in there with the plaid and printed tarp. We've got people down in the lower section down here by the river as well. Another big Kelty there with looks like another dual setup in there. Okay, so this dual setup actually is on the stands. So we've got the stands here. They're using one tree and then the stands on the end, which these are the Yobo gear. Really cool way to do that. So if you're in an area with limited trees, you can use the one pole setup. So Gumbo and Timber are the ones that started HangCon down in Florida, and here are their setups. Pretty cool setup that they've got here. They're both on stands, and you know, they're right along the river here. So they you know, having the stands and having the ability to set up wherever you want really opens you up to being able to do something like this and get right along the river. And so yeah, here they're setups. You've got pretty much a hot tent set up around timber setup, and then here's gumbos. So really cool. So we can see from this side that Timber is rocking the Ridge Runner. Which hammock are you rocking? What is that?
That's the Chameleon.
Chameleon?
The,
Jacks are better underquilt on it?
yep, the zip-on.
Okay, so that's the zip-on.
Yep.
What temperature is it?
40 degree.
40? Worked well last night?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so this is the new zip-on underquilt that Dutch and Jacks Are Better came up with. Zips right into the Chameleon. So again, Dutch just trying to elevate the game and make it just a little bit easier. And you know, one of the cool things that I've always said about like the Superior or the other ones with integrated underquilts is just how foolproof they are. Well, this kind of takes that to the same level on a gathered end, that it's modular, and so you could get the underquilt that you need for that trip that you're taking, and zip it in and not have to mess with the suspension. So really cool design. We got a couple of these floating around this weekend as well. Tell me about that.
That's the Meepo Hurricane with the gear drive installed. Shred lights for front and rear lights. It goes faster than I'm willing to go.
Yeah, that is cool. That's a fun way to get around at one of these events for sure.
Yeah, makes it easy for running to the car and
Definitely
dropping stuff off. Just
Yeah.
got to get it back to the car before the rain starts.
Yeah, exactly. So we are anticipating some rain rolling in about 1 o'clock today, and the cars are, I don't know, a quarter mile down the trail that direction. So you know, people are having to make runs, and we'll probably all hole up in our shelters until it passes, and then we'll all regroup and get out there. The raffle's supposed to go on at 4. I think the rain's supposed to go on till about 5 or 6, so we'll see. What we are seeing is that the band coming in is a little bit smaller than what was anticipated, so hopefully it passes through quicker. For sure. It means you slept pretty well, man. Good setup here. I like the little table here. That's a cool table. This is a good backpacking setup right here. Got a light AF pack sitting over there. Nice.
He said, I said, man, I'll take it.
So funny enough, I mentioned the light AF pack, and then he said he bought it off of Scotty, and I took a look, and
says,
hey, that's my old pack, the one that they made up with the skulls.
Except I added skulls to the shock cord on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I mentioned all the stands. So right here you can see we've got four stands all right here, all different types of stands. 2 of them are the same. 2 of them are the Yobo stands, like this one, which here you get a good view of what they actually look like. You've got all the lines that kind of run across to tension everything. You've got the lines that cross up top, but it holds a hammock, has the little outriggers here for your tarp, and yeah, provides for a good platform, a nice solid platform that's movable, that can go pretty much anywhere, and because of the adjustable legs, you can do it on, you know, uneven ground, and it really gives you a nice setup. Right here we've got a nice rectangular DCF tarp set up with the trekking poles for a little bit of porch mode. Really nice setup right here. I like this one as well. And of course I've got my setup here, and you know, I've got the Dutch bonded winter wide 12-foot. I've got the Townsend luxury UL in there, and of course I've got my lounger chair. So very cool setup for me here. But you can see it definitely has plenty of room in here for my hammock. Even when I sit in it, I don't hit the sides, so everything is good there. And I slept amazing last night. Like, I think close to 10 hours of sleep last night, so pretty damn good. So we're walking over to really Dutch's little compound area, and it's hard to miss this area because it's got one tarp that definitely stands out. That's a little bright, but you can also tell this is Dutch's area. When you come around the corner, I wonder whose that is. We've got the coffee bean set up in here in Dutch's, and the chameleon, the burlap underquilt. You got this little guy right here. That's pretty awesome. And then we've got big bonded tarp right here with the Clark double in there. That is a really cool setup. This is one of those that a lot of people don't know a whole lot about the Clarks, but they really are truly double hammocks. You can kind of see the separation there between them, but it's all enclosed under that one area there, so it's all open inside. Got another really cool set of tarps over here. So you've got the hamburger tarp right here, which you know, who doesn't want to wake up looking at hamburgers? But then we've got really probably the coolest and most personalized tarp that I've ever seen. This one is pretty amazing. That is an incredible tarp. Very personal. It's always cool to come to these events and get the chance to talk with people and hear why they picked what they picked and what it is that they're using. You know, what they're using today for this being pretty much a car camping trip, maybe completely different from what they use on a hiking or a backpacking trip. And for some people, this is what they do. They come to these types of events. They like car camping. And then there's others like me and some of the others that I've talked with here that love getting out backpacking. And you know, we've talked about our different setups. You know, sometimes we may go a little bit heavier and enjoy the comforts and not knock out a ton of miles. But then, you know, a lot of us have those ultralight setups where we can really go lightweight and knock out some miles. And it kind of depends on the trip. And so no one solution is perfect for all situations. You got to kind of have that variety that suits what you're doing at the time. How's it going? Hi.
And that's why he set it up, so that Savannah could actually stand up. But it's the same basic design that it was. We've got a D-shaped door on both sides of the bug net, and then the gear sling is now the floor for a tent. And if you don't have trees to hang it from, you can still use your trekking poles to hold it up.
Pretty cool.
And it's lighter than all the rest of it. It's bigger, but lighter. Awesome. Great colors.
Early 2000. I definitely want to do that kind of.
What are we doing? It's a campfire. Good. I mean, it's alive, but I still don't think that's where I would have set up.
You got some roots exposed.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's leaning pretty good. It's pulling up. So these guys wrangle me into this. tell me we're gonna go for like a mile-long hike, and I don't know. We're a couple miles in now, headed towards the shelter on the AT, and it's starting to rain, and there's gonna be probably 3-4 hours of rain following this. So, yeah. Oh, and they've got water, and I don't have any water.
And I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, but that's what you get for walking past me.
Just minding my own business. It's all good. We're on the 18.
It's going to be good.
A little bit of rain didn't hurt
And we're
nobody.
We're going to be in the shelter in a little bit. Come on, Mother Nature, don't take me out.
Back from our little hike on the AT. Turns out we were headed in the wrong direction, so we didn't make it to the shelter. So led astray yet again while on that one. But rain is coming down, as I'm sure you can hear. Thunder's all over the place. They're up at the big tent, actually getting dinner going for tonight's big shared dinner. Raffle's going to be up there, so in a little while they're going to be selling tickets for the raffle. But until then, I've gotten into dry, warm clothes again, and so I'm just going to lay here and read for a little while, and then I'll head back up there, take a look at the radar, see whether or not this is going to calm down a little bit, or if this is what we're going to deal with until, I think the last forecast said somewhere around 6 or 7 this was going to pass, so we'll see.
There's like a little meadow up there. Yeah. It's just absolutely stunning. Yeah. And
They always say you can do some more. You think you're better. Absolutely. You can't hurt yourself.
Yeah, this is jumping on. Does anyone have like a soda that comes off the boat?
I think.
Well, I'm just gonna call down on it.
capital for the Fat Boy double chocolate chip.
Oh yeah.
Great. So you know, or you can always instead of giving up.
This is the biggest raffle that we've ever done, and actually we've been trying to tone it down, but the people that donate are really, really generous. And I want to call a lot of those people out. A lot of them are making the trip to be here, and that's amazing. And they literally, they're busy, and they take their time to go and make stuff so that we can put on this event, give some money to charity, and such as that. And last, we've got Spiguyver. Where are we, Mark?
Over here.
Hey, Mark. Yeah. So Mark here, you guys, this is his first time too. So he's a bit of a vlogger and influencer and an adventurer. So we're really glad to have you here. So, all right. If you haven't been here, the way we do this is there's 2 tiers.
But I did get one of your shirts, so.
Awesome.
Did you make love last?
So we just finished up the raffle, and once again, I walked away with one of the big prizes. So I got a UGQ 20-degree hex cam quilt here. Paul and Missy and the family make some awesome products. So I want to give a shout out to them. They weren't here for this, but they sent in couple of quilts and a bunch of gift certificates. So people walked away with some good stuff. You know, all the vendors that were here that donated things, you know, I want to thank them for putting this together and making this possible. It was a really good time. I wasn't expecting to win anything, so to walk away with something like this, it's pretty cool.
'Cause it's midnight in the dark.